So, narrative thinking is the act of processing the world through stories. Storytelling is thousands of years old. It goes all the way back to the first humans when they were painting galloping antelope on walls by cave light. The great poet Mario Rikisa, she said, "The universe is made of stories, not atoms." So everything has a story, even objects. People emotionally connect to designs that have a narrative. So today, the point of today's workshop is to craft the life story of an object. Tracing the journey of your design reveals the why behind your choices, why the materials, why the form. The world's first Walkman, the Sony TPSL2, was introduced in 1979 with a portable cassette player's compact composition that reflect the same shape as a cassette player. The device's form followed function. So you had a Walkman, that's like a boombox in your pocket, and it took it out of the living room. So music was no longer a destination, but it was your companion on the subway. It was your companion in a quiet library or walking through a bustling city. And now, 45 years later, we have MP3 players, we have iPhones, smart devices, and we have wireless, noise canceling headphones that match your style, that reflect your self expression. And then there's kintsugi, which is an ancient Japanese practice that involves mending broken ceramics with gold. The word kintsugi means gold joinery, or to join materials with gold. And metaphorically, when you mend ceramics with gold, what you are doing is you are embracing your failures. You're embracing your flaws that are part of your journey. And kintsugi is a reminder that the object is never just itself. Every object has layers of meaning or invisible systems from which it emerged, like ethics, cultures, supply chains, infrastructures. Applying narrative thinking to objects also sparks the brain to invent speculative futures, like what will the object evolve into? What will the story of the object be 20 years from now? By reframing products as the heroes, that gives them value, that gives them histories and relationships that connect to our everyday lives. When thinking about the life of an object, the first thing that came to my mind when we were talking about doing this activity was this classic 1956 French short film called Le Ballon Rouge, which is the red balloon. And that was written, directed, and produced by Albert Lemoris. And the story is about a balloon uh, befriending a boy in Paris. This story, on a school field trip when I was in the second or third grade, we went to the theater to go see this film, and it had an everlasting impression on me. If you notice in the first panel is the balloon having developing a relationship with the boy, and the second is the balloon's transformation, and then the third, the balloon's death inspired his brethren to lift the boy into the sky to renew his sense of hope and wonder from despair. Without having seen this movie, your brain automatically tries to make sense of the story of what happened in between those panels. It unconsciously does this because historically, as Homo sapiens, making sense of things is a means of survival. This story, uh, next one, please. Thank you. This story is about the great adventure of clay wanting to be something. From earth to brick to St. Anne's Church in Lithuania, built in 1500s. Next one. This pen, with its clear design, is pure and honest. It's like a progress bar, but the dwindling the ink from the pen tells the story of productivity. I relate to this as a writer, thinking like the ink is spilling a writer's dream and meandering thoughts swirling into a ritual of restoring faith and reinforce persistence. Now we're going to do an exercise where we want you guys to be able to tell the story of an object in three images. And I'm going to pass this on to Iman.
Thanks, Tracy. Hello, everyone. Good morning and good evening, no matter where you are. So, the next part of this interactive workshop is something Jay, Tracy, and we've been figuring it out together. We've always wanted to tell or craft stories, and we were trying to know, okay, how should we make it super interactive? We tried a bunch of things, and I think the simplest one worked really well. Now, what really happens is that, you know, pros and cons of making things. The pro is that you get a thing, but the con is that you have to make it, right? Now, with AI, everything is so easy to make, yet it's so hard. It's so difficult to make something nice, something beautiful, something that people talk together about. Um, so we just wanted to curate this workshop where we make something. It can be stupid, it can be fun, and we just talk about it. We just figure out what the narrative around it is. Okay, so I'll tell you what's gonna happen. So here's what we're gonna do together. We have a little FigJam board. Jay, if you could just put the link. Here you'll find three boxes. And the three boxes correlate directly to the things that Tracy spoke about, that is the origin, the transformation of an object, and the future. Uh, and also, there's a mystery object. All you have to do is you copy it and you can place it on either of the boxes. It can be the origin or the transformation or the future. It doesn't matter. But then once you place it, you start building the story around it. You fill the origin box and the future box, and we together figure out what happens after that. So, but the caveat is that we use just images and we avoid using text or words, just visuals. And yeah, you can draw using like your trackpad or your mouse, or you can just copy an image from the internet. Anything goes as long as we're just using images. And at the end, we will try to I'm gonna cold call a few of you if anyone's interested, and we can just discuss what this narrative that we were building is about. All right. So I hope you're really excited to know what the mystery object is. So the mystery object is very silly. The mystery object is a cardboard box. So come, let's go to the FigJam and let's write down and let's create, not write down, let's create some visuals or a small narrative of what a cardboard box would probably mean to you. Okay, let's go. Let's move to the FigJam. I'll just share what it looks like with all of us. So, folks, if you're already here, these are the rules. Again, like the boxes, and here's the mystery object. Wait, let me move it. Here you go. Here's the little mystery object. Just feel free to copy it. Jay, Tracy, and I will also be making stories alongside with you. And at the end, we figure out what we really want to do.
The whole idea of this exercise is to take this cardboard box, that's the object at hand, and to form a story using images within these three boxes that is in the FigJam file. And so the cardboard box can be the origin of your story, it can be part of the transformation of your story, and it can be part of the future. But the whole idea is for you to just craft a narrative just using images. And if you are a talented artist like Iman and you want to draw something, do that. If you want to use AI to generate some images and create your story doing it that way, go ahead. If you want to just Bing search images and copy and paste images, that also works. But the goal here is just to use those three boxes as a framework to craft a story with this cardboard box. And my one, I guess, advice or note, simple is always great. You don't have to come up with some crazy elaborate world that the story lives in. Sometimes simplicity does the job. So yeah, for context, for those who joined late, I would just real quick, we just are taking a cardboard box and creating a narrative with it. And as you can see in the FigJam, and I'll put the link again just for folks who joined late, you can see the variations of the different narratives that we are having from just one object, which is really cool. Tracy, how about you just pick one and just share what you think about one of these panels?
I'm looking at this one cardboard where it has a person that's head sticking out of the cardboard. He or she is crying and looks like they're thinking about home. So they come over, they looks like they accumulate tools and then they build a cardboard city as their home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk about one. I really like the one in which there's ice cream, which possibly tastes like cardboard. And like whoever created that got obsessed with the cardboard part of the flavor. And now they're trying to integrate like Oreo and Hershey's flavors into cardboard so that, they can sell it to the mass market and learn to appreciate the flavor that they found by mistake. So that's a really nice story. I mean, that's a true cardboard lover right there.
Whose story was the ice cream? And you can do exactly what Vichita did and put it in the chat if you want to just share your story that way, or you can come off mute and share it. I'm wondering who was the originator of the ice cream story.
That was me, Chris. I love ice cream. Every week I have some kind of ice cream. So I was imagining that, when I don't have my ice cream, if there was this cardboard box that magically turned other related cookie stuff into other related cookie desserts, that would be amazing. But yeah, this was fun putting together. Thanks.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's a really nice story. Is there a story in? Yes, can we please do the one about the one that Vichita put in chat, folks? We really need the story behind it. Vichita, if you share your interpretation of that story, would be amazing.
Vichita's interpretation is the cardboard box came to life and became the first cardboard model. Jason says a designer decided to doodle on the box during break, and then it started to have a life of its own. Nice. All great interpretations.
There's a really cool story about a cardboard box which opens up. Wait, I just want to yes, if you scroll, a cardboard box which opens up and a rainbow comes out of it. And the rainbow's friends with fairies. So they FaceTime the cardboard box and suddenly the whole
I didn't
world
think about that. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yes.
Wow.
Like, why are they on the computer? Oh, yeah, FaceTime with the cardboard. And is that where the cardboard lives in the future? Or is that's like his rainbow, that's his rainbow place? Oh, but when they're FaceTiming with the cardboard box, are they elves? They're fairies?
They're fairies, yes.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah. There's one more in which there's like the cardboard box, it shakes, and inside I think there is a fish. It was so the fairy stories, it was supposed to be fairy interns who messed up the software and unleashed the rainbow into the world.
That's dope.
It's Pandora's.
I was gonna say, I wonder if it was like some kind of like portal to this world or something. I don't know.
In the interest of time, I'm gonna just stop share some thoughts real quick, and then I'll hand it over back to Iman to wrap up. But I think the whole point of this exercise for Tracy, myself, and Iman is that we can have the stories that we tell, and then we can have people interpret those stories based on their own lived experiences, and they can be totally different. And so as we are designing experiences, right, or products or whatever, really in general, like really being intentional with who we are designing for and their lived experiences makes a ton of difference in how we approach the things that we create. And so I think that for me was just really the overarching, intention behind this exercise is let's really collectively, as we design our experiences in this new AI era, of how, what are the lived experiences we want to share with others, as well as acknowledging what those lived experiences people are having in their own lives. So I'll hand it over back to Iman to wrap up and share some final thoughts.
Absolutely. Just going on what Jay said, that people will never see the world exactly the way you see it. And this is something that we've all, at least I've been struggling with a lot. And we really thought that this is something we could do for that. And at the end of the workshop, what I really think is what most of you might be thinking, what I was thinking is, we get it. Things are like other things, right? We know, we get it. And we agree with you. And we really hope that you had like a nice time working on this small little workshop with us. We had fun curating it. We wanted to keep it super simple, and we hope it made sense. It's so nice to see such amazing folks here. So many of them that I know, amazing designers over here.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you
Microsoft
guys for
Design,
joining us. Sure.
for allowing us to share with you folks. That's amazing.
Yeah, and it's so fun to see what each person created. Like, we have such a diverse perspectives and diverse talent in this organization. So really grateful for all of you. Thank you all for joining us, and
All right.
appreciate y'all.